Gotta love the countdown. Are we recording?
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. I'm going to call this special call meeting, the B County Commissioners Court, to order. Today is Monday, September 23, 2024. The time is 9:02 a.m. We're physically located at the B County Courthouse, Commissioners Courtroom, number 110, 105 West Corpus Christi St, Beeville, Texas, 78102. That was agenda item number 1, the call to order. Moving on to agenda item number 2, prayer. Would everybody please stand and join Commissioner Olivares in a brief prayer?
Good morning, everyone. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, please bless this court today that we make wise decisions for our community. Thank you for the great weather we've been having. Could use a little bit more cooler weather, but we'll take anything you give us, throw anything our way. Please continue to bless our leaders as we make key decisions in our community and keep everyone safe in our communities, especially based on the statistics that I got last week. Thank you for all your blessings. Amen.
Amen. Now, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now the Texas Pledge.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
I know, it's pretty strong. I also have to brag on myself. I realized shortly after you began your prayer that I probably had not left my phone on silent, and so I reached into my pocket and very smoothly put it on vibrate. I hadn't finished the first line of the Pledge of Allegiance when it started vibrating in that pocket, so you were all welcome. And yeah, never. Just in the nick of time. All right. We're on agenda item number 4, recognition of visitors. I know we have some visitors in the back row. Thank you all for being here this morning. I believe that we're going to hear about y'all in just a moment. But this is recognition of visitors. If there's anybody who would like to identify themselves merely for the record, you're welcome to do so at this time. This is not public comment. Public comment will come up at a later agenda item. And if you have an agenda item on the agenda that you are here to present to Commissioners Court, then you can identify yourself at that time. Although if you'd like to identify yourself earlier, you may do so as well. And now is the time to do so. Thank you all for being here. Moving on, agenda item number 5, Commissioners Court opening remarks. If my memory serves me, which it rarely does, Commissioner Olivares is up first.
Yes.
Which it didn't help you there either. Go ahead, Commissioner.
Good morning, everyone. A lot eventful past couple of weeks here, but all good things. I guess on a good note here, I like to recognize our road and bridge here. We finally get some grass cut, so the people that have been calling me, just be patient, we'll get there. So road and bridge, thanks for putting this at the top of your agenda and getting a few little things cut. Also, I'd like to recognize the auditor's office, Debbie, for facilitating a meeting the other day that I got to attend. Thank you, Commissioner, for inviting me to that. But she did an excellent job facilitating the meeting, keeping everybody on target, and so it's good. Good to see. It's really refreshing as well. On the EOC, we continue to make great progress. Last week they completed all the taping and floating, and they're doing a preliminary primary code on most of the building, and everything's starting to fall into place. A few little hiccups here and there, nothing major, but still target here to finish at the end of October. So that's a really good thing. Last week I attended several things. Attended the 9/11 that Mr. Galloway put on, the presentation for firefighters, which was an excellent event. Judge, we miss you there as MC, but the gentleman that was there did an excellent job, and heard some good things. Also, I attended a TxDOT Safe Street for Texans, which to have a vision of Goal Zero here to help mitigate a lot of these accidents. I haven't finalized all the data, but I did get access to our database. It's called CRISP, and now they're not calling them accidents anymore. They're calling them crashes because our great attorneys, which I'm surprised they haven't changed that a while back, that they're more considered crashes. But for 2023, in B County alone, we had over 811 crashes just in the county. So when you think about that, how many that is, and then how active it keeps our law enforcement or EMS and firefighters, it keeps them pretty busy. And then the cost for that was about $21 million. Now exactly who pays for that, I'm not sure. I think the county has a little bit of cost in there somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure, so I'm going to drill down on that a little bit more. Great meeting. Had some repairs done here at our adult probation officer. Unfortunately, even after the AC was checked out by our professional AC, our AC went out. So, you know, we thought it was good, but you just never know. Can't plan for that. But anyhow, we had a new call that was replaced. They responded. Good thing they responded very quickly and got our people that were working in the office back cool again, because it gets pretty warm. We had a couple of construction issues that are taking place right now in the JP's office, which is in precinct 4. We're working diligently here to correct some of the issues and some of the problems, so things are moving forward with that. So, other than that, I'll pass it over to Commissioner to the right.
All right. Been a busy 2 weeks here. I'm going to start off with the preventative maintenance that Judge implemented and I got voluntold. So it's led by Debbie Moreno out of the auditor's office, and Debbie, Patricia, and then we have Rob and Ryan there. We have John and Gabe from the maintenance department, myself, and I'm the commissioner. I'm very impressed with the. We're trying to put together all the books for the county to know what we have, what the maintenance are, what the needs are, going forward to see what we're going to need to get. The maintenance department has done an excellent job with their vehicles. They have a notebook for each one. They check them every Monday. Have a checklist of what they needed. Their tractors. So that's going forward. John is. I got to commend all the departments too for turning in their work orders. They're getting better and better, so they're not just calling on the phone and saying, hey, I need this fixed, turn in a work order. So we have a log of all the work orders that need to be done, and they put them in that order, and things are flowing really well there. So going forward, it's a good group, and they're, you know, the committee's doing an excellent job there, so that's there. I met with Mr. Vasquez. He's a licensed sprinkler systems person for the courthouse. We have a lot of sprinklers that are just leaking on the sidewalk and they're pouring out everywhere. So he'll be delivering to the court scope of work and cost and all this by the end of the week. So I've got that. I did attend the training at the expo in preparation for the upcoming election. Ms. Warnick's highlighted a lot of things that are going on, not here in B County, but in throughout the United States, and just to be aware of. And also in attendance was the sheriff and the chief. We had the city police. We had the college police there. Commissioner DeWitt, Commissioner Olivares attended, and the sheriff-elect was also there. So we're getting ready for this, and it's just in advance for all that might happen. I attended the benefit for the firefighter that lost his leg up in Skidmore. That was well attended, and I got to see all our firefighters there. I mean, Beeville, Papalote, Skidmore, Tynan, all those folks were there. That was pretty neat to see everybody working together to give him some funds raised. And also attended a fundraiser for the senatorial District 27, Adam Hinojosa, well attended last week. And then I have a meeting. We have the roof at the community affairs, which is supposed to be getting installed as we speak now. They're there, they loaded up, and they got everybody to park away from the building because they should be putting on a new roof on that building. So that should be done in a couple of days, and we'll get that finished there. Courthouse generator here is full of diesel, and the last step is to get Lofton and Matthews Electric to come and start it up and do a load test on it for the courthouse. So we'll be having our courthouse will be fully powered up here before long, you know, so we'll be ready for anything that might happen. We got a tax office front window. We've got that, and that's an item that's coming up on the agenda. You'll see it move on. And then I also had a meeting with a gentleman that came by that's trying to sell us solar lights for the county. And I mean, it sounds good. It is good. I took him over to the auditor's office. We sat down with Ben, dollars and cents. It doesn't work out for Beeville. It's cheaper cheaper to go with the St. Pat and with the AEP and the textile. So we went through the numbers. We were very grateful that we gave him the time and we sat through and listened to his spill. Maybe it might change in the future. We got a big shout out to Road and Bridge. They finished paving Carr Road and part of Dickerson Road. Lots of calls, lots of thank yous for that. And then the DPS weigh station, I've got that. We had the work orders done and they are completed for both East 59 and South 181. Our new trooper that's assigned to us here is working it, and he's got one more hurdle to cross, one more test, and he's got to be turned loose just by himself. Right now he's under supervision, but they are working the weigh stations. Just so, go ahead.
I want to follow up on a comment.
Oh, okay. No, that's my list for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I just want to echo again with the fundraiser that was passed this weekend, like Commissioner Rooney articulated last week concerning another event. It's so great to see that our community comes together when there's someone who really needs. This individual, unfortunately, was involved in an accident, but the community came together, all the fire departments, EMS, pulled a great fundraiser this past weekend, really good attendance. Excellent. The individual is in great spirits, so that's a good thing. The key thing I just wanted to mention is it's really good to see that in light of all the craziness that's going on, we still have a lot of compassion here in the community. So I wanted to thank everyone that participated in these events. Thank you.
Commissioner Wood?
Thank you. Following Commissioner Elias, I'm tired. You've been busy.
It's been good.
You've been busy.
I'm ready for it.
I tell you, I won't have
Finish up.
I won't have a whole lot after what you did. Wanted to pass along the Road and Bridge and thanks for the people up in North Peak County for the mowing. I know that you don't have quite as much in your precinct, but there's a lot of wild hogs in North Peak County, and they get in that grass on the side of those county roads and run out in front of those cars, and it creates a pretty bad situation with the vehicle. Vehicle usually does not win. It messes it up. As you know, I always try to keep up with solar and wind. We've got 2 companies that are interested in putting solar in North Peak County. One of them is east of Pawnee. They're biting around talking to people up there. The other one is in Mineral. And you know, I don't know whether any of you were ever approached years ago by these land developers, and they tell you, if you'll show up, man, we've got a great meal for you, and all you have to do is listen to us for about 30 minutes, and we're going to give you all this stuff. There's one of them fixing to have a meal here in town, and a solar company. I wasn't invited, but I know they're going to be there. So they're sniffing around. They want to put in more solar. I also attended the responders dinner. It was well attended. It was very good. Mr. John Galloway does a great job of hosting that. Also was at the expo training for elections. We don't anticipate any problems in B County, but some of the counties in the larger cities may have protests. They may have this, they may have that. So I know that our folks are ready for anything that might come. They always are. And also attended the fundraiser for Mr. Adam Hinojosa. With that, sir, I will pass to my right.
Man, that was quick.
I'm telling you.
Wow. All right. I don't know, I'd forgotten to mention last meeting, I attended the LEPC function that was put on by David Cave. It was very, very good. A lot of good information. And for those that don't know, the LEPC is Local Emergency Planning Committee. So that was well attended, and it was good information. I also attended the senatorial fundraiser for Adam as the MC for that event. Also, as the others had mentioned, I attended Mr. Galloway's 911 first responders dinner. I want to thank him for doing what he does. He's put that on now for quite a few years now, and it's a lot of work, and that's his way of giving back to all the first responders. So thank you again, Mr. Galloway. Normal calls on mowing, which Commissioner Olivar said, we can finally tell them that the calls have decreased. People are seeing that they're coming down their county road and stuff now. So and then just normal road condition issues going on. Again, I don't know if I mentioned it last time, the new additional RV slots at the expo have been completed. Now they all should have 50 amp breakers in them. They're ready to handle any RV that wants to come and hook up to them. Also, the dump station has been completed, and the new roof has been put on the bathroom outside the pavilion there at the expo grounds. That's all been done. You remember last meeting, I had talked about a lady who had sent some pictures about some people that were illegally dumping over on Trevto by the Circle E Club, but on the road itself, in the ditch actually. Well, I want to thank Robbie Guerrero, our environmental enforcement officer. He had put the pictures on the environmental Facebook page, and I don't know if the people saw or someone else saw and got a hold of them, but this weekend they were out there picking all that stuff up. So thank you, Robbie, for getting that done, and whoever it was that dumped it, thank you for going out there and picking it all up. Got a few projects on my dance card coming up the next couple of weeks. We'll be participating in the Chalk for Mental Awareness coming up this Saturday, as well as overseeing the color run that's going to be going on that day as well. And last but not least, I want to thank Robert Cantu for all of his hard work. If you look around these courthouse grounds, it looks amazing. And that man is always out there busting his butt, working, whether it's the sidewalk. I mean, just look around, the trees, the grass, the sidewalks, the flowers, everything. Thank you, Robert, for everything that you do, making this courthouse grounds look as good as they do. With that, I will pass back to Judge.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else anybody wants to add? All right. Moving on, agenda item number 6, public comment. Are there any members of the public who wish to address Commissioners Court?
Whole bunch of.
Okay, Sheriff, pop on up.
This morning, some of you may be aware, we had a life-saving incident back in August the 18th. And it was on Channel 3. We got to get recognition for the hero that was involved here, but we never got to award any kind of a prize. So that's what we're here for today, is we want to recognize not only Gio Rodriguez, the one who was injured, but Shelby Daniels, who the doctor says is credited with saving his life. In a nutshell, you can come up, Gio. In a nutshell, the backstory is these are 2 junior deputies that have gone through the Junior Deputy Academy, one of them multiple times. But in that training that Rick Villarreal provides, and he's got several deputies, sergeants, regimental, everybody gets involved. Rick is basically, he spearheads all the training. And then a lot of the training is put on by Mickey Trevino. One of the things she does is stop the bleeding. It's an awesome class. I wish everybody would go through it, not just young children. But the class created a situation where she did exactly what she was trained to do. She didn't panic. They were removing some staples from a picture frame, and apparently had a pretty sharp knife, but he stabbed himself and hit right in the artery. So blood was just gushing out. No one panicked. She kept him calm. She got a towel and started applying pressure, made the phone calls, got everything going. I don't know how much blood was lost, but from what I understand, it took a while to clean it up. But it was a very serious stabbing. They sent him here to a local hospital in Beeville and then to San Antonio. And I haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks, so I'm assuming everything's healed up. But the bottom line here is because of Shelby's actions, Gio is still with us. And I think that she deserves the recognition for being a hero. There's not a whole lot that can be said, but it's exceptional. And like it says here, you made the difference. You made a difference. We all appreciate that. And I know Gio and his family does also. Gio, y'all met Mr. Ramirez in here before. He was a Bee County deputy way in the 80s and 90s. Got shot in line of duty, and of course is retired now. But and that's his grandmother and his mom and brother. Shelby's mom, I didn't for her. But this is one of the proudest things I think I've ever given out. We get awards all the time, but this is truly, I don't have the words for it. You are a hero and you did make a difference. I'm going to read it to you, but it doesn't express enough. In recognition to Shelby Daniels, you make a difference. With great honor and appreciation for your commendable and heroic actions in which you use your training and knowledge to stop the bleeding and saving a life. Never forget the difference you make every day. Thank you.
All right.
We also have an official, we've also got a commendation bar coming for her. Oh, yeah. You can put that on your shirt whenever you're wearing.
Can we have all y'all come up here, or is there more?
There's one more thing.
Okay, keep going.
The sheriff's office, because of this, also purchased a stop the bleed kit for the sheriff's office. We were using the one from the school. Since then, we've gotten our own. I know Sergeant Training, we want to start doing trainings, and we're going to open it up to county employees, to the public, and things like that for free of charge at the sheriff's office.
That's great. Thank you for letting us know.
That was probably said when we came on.
Excellent, even better.
You never know. I mean, this wasn't obviously expected. It can happen any time. Someone could trip and fall down and have a serious injury. So it's good to know we got people out there that don't run around screaming, "Oh my gosh!" They jump into action.
Can we bother, or is there more? Sorry, I keep jumping in. Can we bother y'all for a photograph up here with Commissioner's Court?
Great job. Congratulations.
Sheriff?
Great, very.
Good job. Good job.
Shelby, you want to hold it? How you say?
Does this look okay?
It's gonna work.
Step aside in between them. Geo, step, there you go. Mr. Varela, scoot in. Gentlemen at the end, scoot in. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Would it be too much trouble getting on?
No, not at all. Come on up, y'all. Robert.
Come on.
All right, Wally.
Hopefully this won't ever happen again, so we gotta be able to.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Sure. Okay, all right. All right, thank you.
Great job.
Very good. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me get your.
Looking for this.
Yes, you would.
It's good to see you, man. How's it going? How's it going?
Now, I'm not kicking you out. You're welcome to stay for the entire meeting if you so wish or desire. But if you'd like to leave, you may do so at any time you feel so.
Boss calling me.
I understand. Thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, they have to go back to school.
Awesome.
You're
Thanks
going
for
back to
bringing
school.
them. I'm telling you. Yeah, just do it.
Are there any other members of the public who wish to address Commissioner's Court? Yeah, Wally, come on up, sir.
Good morning, Judge. Commissioners, Wally Rodriguez, Promotional Director of Beeville County Exos. I just wanted to take a quick second to thank you guys for a couple of events that we had this last week. We had the first responder event and the Conjunto Fest, and both of those events were graciously discounted by you guys, and that's the reason that they're able to do things like this. And so I think that they were both very well-attended events. I know that the Conjunto Fest, it's event number 1. But the excitement was there. The calls were there. The attendance were there. I think that challenges were identified, opportunities were identified, and that puts them in a wonderful spot to continue to do something like this, which is exactly what we want. Also, I get all of the phone calls. When I get the phone calls, our community is so small. Everybody kind of word of mouth gets around pretty quickly. So I think that we can share a lot of information amongst each other very quickly, but once I start to get those phone calls from out of town, when people are kind of wanting to just inquire about what's going on here, what they've heard, it just tells me that they're doing their job as far as marketing, and they're kind of getting the word out there, and that's going to bring the impact that we need as far as a community, and festivals. It's going to make that, and these people are coming to town, they need to go to Walmart, they need to eat, and, those things. So it's nice to see that impact. I've asked them to come in. I've officially asked them to come in with an official report, but I did want to touch base with them just to make sure, hey, how did things go? I'd like to report, just a quick report to the board. And they were excited about that. So we should see them very soon, and I just wanted to share that with you guys today.
Thank you so much, Wally. Appreciate it. Is there any other member of the public who wishes to address Commissioner's Court?
Good job.
All right, hearing none, we'll move on to agenda item number 7. The following items are of an administrative nature. Commissioner's Court has been furnished documentation on each item, and all such items may be acted upon by one vote without being discussed separately unless requested by a commissioner or county judge.
Move to approve the comment.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Commissioner DeWitt, you have the floor.
I want to applaud the auditor's department for quite a bit of time. I've been concerned about, in our paperwork, it says autopsy. And we look on the side and it says so many dollars, and we can't understand how come it's so inexpensive. They have gotten that corrected now. It says autopsy transport. We all understand what it is, and I want to commend you all for doing it. I know it wasn't as easy as it sounds. It really isn't. But thank you. Thank you very much. That'll really clear it up years down the road when people are reviewing these things and they say, God, these autopsies are so inexpensive. And they all vary, but thank you.
I won't use that word lightly, but.
I know.
Autopsies are inexpensive.
Expensive.
Yes, they are. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
If there's no further discussion, all those in favor please indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, motion passes without exception. Thank you as well to the county clerk's office for getting in another group of minutes. We're so close to being on time, so I know it's a lot of work. Thank you. All right, I'm going to rearrange the agenda and move agenda item number 9 in front of agenda item number 8. So moving on, discuss and consider action on the following items. Agenda item number 9, approve expo request for auditorium fee waiver for Miss Western Week for rehearsal on Thursday, October 3rd, 2024, and the pageant on Sunday, October 6th, 2024. Just, oh, you're already up there. I was like, oh no, she's left.
Good morning, I'm Anna Marie Silvas. I'm the pageant director for Miss Western Week. And I want to thank you for allowing us to be here this morning. Thank you, Judge Morrow and Commissioners. Miss Western Week is 51 years old this year, and we are a charitable, nonprofit, tax-exempt organization that funds scholarships for high school seniors. And I'm pleased to say that Shelby Daniels was one of our girls this year too, so she's a teen, but she's been in our program before. So we work on the girls to build leadership, scholarship, and service. This last weekend we had our leadership forum, and they were able to have presentations by our former county judge, Stephanie Moreno, our senator, Ms. Beeville was here with us, and 13th Court of Appeal Justice, Gina Benavides was here, and then we had Brenda De La Rosa come talk to them about scholarship and financial aid. So we're very pleased that we do this every year to get them prepared for college and to get them prepared to come back and serve our community as leaders. So we're very pleased this year. We have 25 girls. I usually have 35 to 40. This year was a little struggle, so I think the economy has something to do with that. But we appreciate the Commissioners Court considering to waive our fees at the expo. We're coming back to the expo this year. We did try to go to the high school last year because our attendance had grown. Last year we had almost 600 people there. I don't think we'll have more than 450 this year. But I have visited with Wally also, and I know that the expo needs better chairs, so I'm just gonna plug that in because I think we have 350 good chairs, but I expect 450 people there this year. So in the past at the expo, we've had a sellout. So we expect the same for this year. So the girls did very well in promoting Western Week. Miss Western Week pageant takes place October 6th on a Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. We have rehearsal on the 3rd, on Thursday evening, and we do have interviews that take place on the Saturday before, and that's being handled by the VAP. So we have all that going on, and we also jumped in to save Western Week this year. Miss Western Week is the host of Western Week because the chamber had decided to take a break from Western Week and try to reevaluate it. So we do have a celebration going on. It's not a big one, but we have a lot of businesses that had stepped forward. There was a lot of outcries from the community. They did not want this 85-year-old tradition to go away from B County. So we have a lot of downtown businesses that have a lot of events going on. And I'm just going to let you know that we have a margarita stroll. We have clay for cowboys and cowgirls with Jay Duryea. We have the yogurt shop that's doing a coloring contest. We have another business that's doing a cornhole tournament. Another gentleman came in from the city and he's doing a fun run. We have a parade going on. So we have a lot of things going on. When we kick off October 6th through October 12th, we have a headliner, Robert Ray, coming in and the Matthew Ryan Band coming in. And we will be hosted at the Grand. So for this year until next year, hopefully the chamber will go back in and reorganize. So that's where we are, and we ask your consideration to waive our fees as much as you can.
Thank you so much, Ms. Silva. Do I have a motion from the court?
I do. I move to waive the fee for the Miss Western Week rehearsal on the Thursday, October the 3rd, as well as the pageant on Sunday, October the 6th.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
The only thing we need to remember, there are some basic fees that are charged for electricity.
Right. Electricity.
We're aware.
No further discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes without exception. Thank you so much,
Thank you, and
Judge.
we hope to see you attending the events.
Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Good job, Judge.
And I'm going to excuse myself because I have a big agenda today too.
Okay, well, good luck.
And, we do have quite a bit of money in our fund that we keep on what you're taking.
We might need to take a look at that. Moving
It's healthy.
onwards or backwards to agenda item number 8, approve regional public defender services contract between B County and the Texas Rio Grande Public Defender's Office. There's new pricing amounts, and that's about it. The pricing we discussed this summer, so it's not a surprise to the county or our participating counties.
Second.
You adjust that? Yes, sir. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes without exception. Thank you, gentlemen. Agenda item number 10, approve B County resolution recognizing and honoring Mr. John Galloway. Mr. Galloway is not here this morning, but as we heard during the commissioner's opening comments, and as most of us, if not all of us in the county, are aware, Mr. Galloway has been a dedicated public servant for as long as I've been alive, and probably longer, here in Beeville. I know he was the mayor of Beeville for 18 years. So let me read this out into the record, and then I'll take a motion. B County resolution recognizing and honoring Mr. John Galloway. Whereas the B County Commissioners Court represents the citizens of B County, Texas, and whereas John Galloway is a resident of Beeville in B County, Texas, and whereas John Galloway has honorably and consistently served his county and community in numerous elected and civic organizations for many decades, and whereas B County consists of over 30,000 residents relying on many volunteers and dedicated individuals to provide safety and security as first responders, including firefighters, emergency personnel, police, sheriff's deputies, Texas Rangers, and additional law enforcement officers for all citizens, and whereas John Galloway has hosted for several years at his sole expense an annual first responder reception dinner recognition for several hundred individuals, and whereas the citizens of B County are forever grateful for the dedication, loyalty, and generosity of John Galloway. Now, therefore, be it resolved, following input from residents, elected officials, and appreciative countywide citizens, that the Commissioners Court of B County, Texas does hereby respectfully recognize and honor John Galloway for his unwavering love and dedication to service, loyalty, and generosity to and for the first responders and citizens of B County, Texas, approved, respectively, and executed this the 23rd day of September 2024 AD. I'd entertain a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
We make two originals and present him with one original.
Absolutely. Did we get that?
No, this, it needed to be tweaked.
Okay, so
This is a tweak.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes without exception. I think I was about to say, please indicate without indicating or without saying anything.
There you go. Do we want to get it framed also?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that at my office's expense. So we're going to go ahead and execute this real quickly. For Commissioners Court, or the Commissioners on Commissioners Court, you will notice that the date is the 3rd. That will be corrected, and we will have you all come back into the office a little bit later with duplicate originals with the correct date. Thank you, sir. Commissioner. Thank you, Commissioners. Okay, agenda item number 11 is set for 10 a.m. It's a public hearing, so we are going to pass on that currently, and we'll circle the wagons once the 10 o'clock hour has been reached. Moving on to agenda item number 12, approve repairs to leaking bay window in the tax office building. Commissioner Farias, this is your agenda item. You have the floor, sir.
That window's been a problem for a while. I mean, it's caused a lot of heartache there. It's ruined the wall inside, so I've got 2 bids. I've got one with lots of detail and lots of, all of the stuff that he's going to repair and fix in there. And the first one is the one that I recommend, is the one with all the detail. It's the Lotus Construction. And the second bid came in, but not very much detail. Yeah, I'm going to fix it, but he didn't elaborate. It's just too broad. I was kind of scared of that, because he said, well, I didn't include that in the bid. He went in there and cut half that wall out that ruined in the bottom to repair 4 feet of it, all in the lobby area, because it all ruined on the inside. So he's going to take that out, the insulation, and repair the paint, fix it. So that's my recommendation, is to take the photos. It's 12.
13.9.
13.9, right.
And LIT was attached in your prior approval
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
I'd like to add one comment, please.
Yes, sir.
So, great job, Sammy. I know dealing with these contractors is always a challenge. One thing that identified with contractors that we're utilizing here in South Key County at the judge's office was a small issue, but I found out it could be a potential issue, hopefully not, is the issuance of a purchase order to these individuals, and also the county's positions when it comes to liability and indemnification from a lot of these contractors. One of the things that I was able to identify is that these POs that are being issued, there's no terms of conditions on the PO and how to protect the county or also the individuals doing the work. So right now, there's nothing included. So I met with Madam Auditor and we discussed our procurement policy, and probably going to be working a little bit, Judge and Commissioners, on beefing up some of the dialogue when we do issue these POs to protect the county's benefit. So I do have, some other issues. It's just a matter because nothing's in writing. And Judge, this falls into illegal. I did reach out to our county attorney, and there is a notion that we could be covered by the Texas code. However, if the contractor's not aware of that, they can claim that they're not aware of it. So anyhow, it's not a major issue, but I think, well, it could be, unless we have something major happen, but we need to just beef up that process just a little bit.
Glad you're doing that. Thank you, sir. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes without exception. Look forward to seeing those changes.
No, it's an eye opener.
Moving on, agenda item number 13, approve Texas County and District Retirement System Plan Agreement for Plan Year 2025.
Comment?
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I want to commend the Commissioners Court for taking this on. It hadn't been looked at since 1999. And in your careers, whatever they might be, there's always going to be something that stands out and is illuminated more than anything else. I really feel this is one of those points in time of that happening. The action we're going to take today, if it's approved, will enhance the retirement benefits of current employees and their designees for the rest of their lives. It's an enhancement that was needed to be done, and this court has ponied up and done that. And I admire everybody looking at it and approving it. And Judge, I don't think the employees understand how much it's going to help them in the future. And this is for the rest of your life, what we're doing here today, the enhancements we're making to the retirement system. So that's it, Judge.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Judge, also, TCDRS is number 3 in the nation in retirements. I mean, people are just, all the counties and hospital districts and all these people that are getting in there, what they do is unbelievable work, and how they fund all these programs and stuff like that. So they do really well. We're hooked up with a great retirement system. I know that the Dallas PD and Dallas Fire Department are right now, they're running negative because they had a different, there's a big article in the news. They're running negative numbers and they don't have any retirement left, but they didn't fund it pretty well.
Yeah, as the Commissioner brought up, he's right. This is an excellent opportunity for individuals working for the county. Huge benefit and pay huge dividends towards the back end. So thank you for bringing it to the court.
No, we got a motion and a second. I was thinking the change this year from prior years is we've increased our match percentage.
$1,500,000, and that was worked into the budget.
And we worked in $1.5 million to make it financially attractive. Let's just use that.
Yes, to help our monthlies out.
Awesome.
And just to mention that, I had talked to Jaime about checking the option for past and present, which helps those who have not withdrawn their retirement. Those are still eligible. And of course, you have to wait to withdraw till after January 1. But that's just really great. Appreciate the work.
I could emphasize what, since the auditor brought it up, the court decided to do past and present. So the day you started to work, if you haven't started taking retirement, it goes all the way back to there. The time you retire, as long as you don't take your retirement until after January 1st. It's a good thing. And it's going to be different for everybody depending upon your years of service, your amount of salary, which option you take, but it's a positive for everybody. Everybody gets a positive out of this. And the county gets a positive too, Judge, if you will, because people look at this and they say, you know what? They do have a good retirement system. Maybe I want to work with the county. And it's a positive. It's an employee enhancement, and it helps bring people in. So I don't know what else to say. It's a good thing. It's one of those good things we're doing. Really good.
One of the few. I mean, you look in the corporate world right now; they're doing away with a lot of these major retirement programs and pensions and so forth. So this is really good.
Yes.
Well, then to all our county employees, you're very welcome.
And let me add on to that.
Go ahead.
Because of what our county employees have done over the years and the money they've saved in their budgets, we were able to do this. It helped move this through. So the county employees actually are the ones that did this. We just happened to see the opportunity and moved it forward.
Well, in that case, thank you all for your prudence. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes without exception.
Good job,
Agenda-
thank you.
What's that?
Good job.
Oh, thank you. Agenda item number 14, approve B County Commissioners Court order to adopt investment policy.
Approve with comment? Second. Or second with comment?
Who do you want?
I'll say.
You choose. We'll get Commissioner Olivetis with the motion, Commissioner DeWitt with the second.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Commissioner
So,
Olivetis.
yeah, this is a great document. I did spend some time reviewing it. I did reach out to our investment advisor because I had several questions just to ensure things were in the right place. So I did get the answer that I was looking for. Overall, it's a great document. Madam Auditor, you got a big responsibility in your hands, so thanks for taking that on. So, but everything's looking good.
Excellent. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner, did you have something else? All right. There's no further discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes without exception. Thank you, gentlemen. Agenda item number 15, approve auditor's request to use county credit card to pay for notary fees for fiscal year 2025.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. How about
Tepid
that?
there, Judge.
Yeah. It's like a barbershop quartet that lost their voice and their confidence on stage. All opposed? Okay. Motion passes without exception. The hesitancy had nothing to do with the support of the position of this agenda item. Moving on, agenda item number, we got to slow down a little bit. We've still got 11 minutes. Well, we're getting close. No, nothing. I don't have anything. I'm practicing conciseness. No, conciseness. Yes. That's right. Yeah, we're just going to sit here and stare at y'all if we get through the agenda and it's page 10. Agenda item number 16, approve financial software renewal upgrade for the auditor's office, including the payroll function located within the Human Resources Department. Ms. Cantu, can you walk us through all the work that you and your team have done to bring this to our attention this morning?
Yes, sir. So AccuFund is part of I3 Verticals, which is a company that's acquired NetData. So we have been with NetData 12 years or so, and had great success. A lot of our departments are on it. Some have moved away from it because it was acquired by I3 Verticals, and some of the systems are new. Court is not. So JPs have not had any type of change. So financial, yes. So we had to start demoing this AccuFund. It was brought to our attention when we were going out for bids for the time clock. NetData called me and said, you're going to be getting into this new vendor with your time clock, and what if we sunset your financial modules, and then it's going to be obsolete. So we jumped into action and started demoing their new product, which is AccuFund. It's exceptional. I mean, it's just leaped us into the new systems that are out there for sure. Human Resources was in on that. Also, it has a time clock component, and it's going to work great. We did send it to you, Judge, so you can review the options that were chosen for this upgrade, and the LIT was included in the prior agenda item.
It's great. So long and short, we've got a new accounting system, which we needed because of the sunsetting of the old system. But as an additional benefit to that, we're well on our way to instituting a time management system that works, that has options for the different departments whose roles and responsibilities and actual job function execution varies, all in the hopes of providing more accurate reporting regards to timekeeping, with minimal additional effort on part of all of our employees.
You know, the thing that I really, really appreciate is the amount of money that we were looking at over here for this type of
Oh,
management
God,
system.
yeah.
Huge
I
amount.
forgot we already discussed that. Yeah. that's
And
right.
then all of a sudden, out of the blue, this one swoops in and says, oh, we can do it for almost
I
nothing,
know.
because it's part of our system.
Yes,
So,
yes,
Madam Auditor, you saved us $500,000.
yes. Every day.
You do a great job. I don't know what else to say. The halo and the silk carpet, I mean, great.
gonna
Yes, no, we're happy
interpret-
to save money.
I'm going to interpret that as motion to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second with comment.
I have a couple seconds. Commissioner Legatus, you have the floor.
Yeah, great tools. These tools are awesome in managing any size business as they look at the county. One of the things that was identified last week at the preservation meeting, maybe there's a potential of adding an additional module for asset management or preservation. Don't know if they have that, but just something to think about. We can discuss that offline, but overall, I think this is great. Good to have. Data is awesome.
Yes, I think verticals is the new net data. So, yes, this is used nationwide, and then they brought it into Texas by acquiring net data. So, we don't know when they're going to implement it. We're going to be on a waiting list, but once this goes through and it's signed, then we can get on that waiting list and we'll know what our timeline looks like for conversion.
Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes without exception. We have 7 minutes, Landon. Agenda item number 17, approve B County 4-H proclamation recognizing October 6th to the 13th, 2024 as National 4-H Week. You have the floor,
Good
sir.
morning, gentlemen. Lynn Gillett from the B County AgriLife Extension Office, for the record. Thank y'all for agreeing, well, putting us on the agenda item, but you know, 4-H proclamation that we do every year. Here with John, he's going to be putting the flag in front of the courthouse, well, in front of the Justice Building that we always do during that week of October 6th through the 12th. But with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and read the proclamation to y'all. Whereas the B County Commissioners Court is proud to honor the Texas 4-H Youth Development Program of the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service for its 116th years of providing experience-based education to youth throughout the Lone Star State. And whereas the admirable program, which seeks to provide learning experiences for all youth through their head, heart, hands, and health, helps young Texans to acquire knowledge, develop life skills, and format attitudes to enable them to become self-directed, productive, contributing members of our society. And whereas the program's more than 550,000 urban, suburban, and rural youth participants ranging in ages from 8 to 18 come from a diverse ethnic and socioeconomic background and truly represent a cross-section of our state. Whereas the program undoubtedly could not have achieved this success today if it were not for its more than 30,000 volunteers giving generously of their time, talents, and energies and resources to the youth of Texas. Whereas throughout its proud history, the program has developed positive role models for countless Texans through its innovations and inspiring programs and continues to build a character and instills values that have made our state strong. Now, therefore, it be resolved, the B County Commissioners Court hereby designated October 6th to the 12th, 2024 as National 4-H Week in Texas and commend the 4-H Youth Development Program of Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service and its many men and women who have made this program a great success. So thank y'all. Maybe we can just do a quick picture real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Let
just me
me
today.
make sure we're going to approve it first.
Yeah.
But you're all we need, Mr. Gulick. Do I have a motion? I've got a motion.
I'll second.
I've got a motion and a second. Commissioner DeWitt, you have the floor.
Don't have a thing, sir.
Oh,
Appreciate what you're
doing. All right,
You want to spend some time here? We can.
I think we'll be just fine. We'll get the picture. We'll run through 18 and 19, which I don't expect will take very long.
Sure. We need to finish our vote. Finish our vote.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
We have motion and second.
We're still recording, right? Commissioner Farias? All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes without exception. Thank you, Commissioner. Do it, Lenny, in case we need something reminded us.
That's related from me.
You're locked in now, Sam.
Now,
Got any side jobs?
Exactly. We need to get a.
Oh, no, no, I'll-
Just right here.
No, right in the middle?
In the
Right
middle.
here, sir, in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Can't be
There you go. There you go.
Now we're cooking.
I get intimidated when I stand next to Chris.
Here we go. 1, 2. Perfect.
Thank you, Wally.
He is a little handsy.
4 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're so big.
Do tell. Hey, sorry about that. We can get just started up here.
I'm telling you. And it's only Monday.
All right, moving on, agenda item number 18, Hurricane Harvey, Texas General Land Office, GLO, Community Development Block Grant, CDBG, status of project update. Gentlemen, anything to report?
It's been pretty quiet. I did have some discussion here with Jennifer as far as status, and because a lot of the constituents are kind of curious what's happening with the grant, so I wanted to make sure information was in sync. So thank you, Jennifer, for the update. So, no major update.
Okay, thank you.
Still going for it.
Oh, good. Agenda item number 19, American Rescue Plan, ARP, status of projects. Gentlemen, any updates?
Our money is obligated, sir.
Excellent.
Penny.
To the absolute penny.
Tell me more about this.
Our last project was the furniture.
With the furniture?
Yes.
And we got that all sorted?
Yes, so that we could have it all obligated by our deadline, which is December 31st, which is very quickly approaching.
That's an excellent job. You know, we haven't said it enough. Thank you for everything that y'all have done with the management, with the ideas, with the opening up, bringing in ideas from our other county employees and various stakeholders, commitments that we've given to various community volunteer organizations, firefighters being primarily the recipients of that, but also our rural water management districts. The time is 9:59. Is there anything else?
I'd like to answer that. I just, we talked about a check mark. This is another check mark I think this Commissioner's Court County needs to look at. We took several $1 million that were handed to B County and said, okay, figure out how you want to spend it. I'm very, very proud of the way we expended those funds. We helped our employees. We helped Skidmore, Tynan, Pettis, Pawnee. We helped all the fire departments. We expended the money. We divided it among the fire departments. We're building a new emergency management center out of it, something that will last. I mean, a lasting thing. We didn't just discard the money. We invested it, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of this court and the auditor's office and Ms. Jennifer, because she's written hard on this and done a great job. Grant Works has been our chaperone, if you will, to be sure we didn't get in trouble on expending this funds. From what I understand, some other counties didn't do this exactly the way we did, and there has a few problems in it.
Correct.
And I think it's been fun.
Wonderful, thank you. I echo your sentiments.
One quick add, and I won't go over time here.
That's okay. We want to give the public a chance to, they may be filing into the courtroom.
I do see a few people potentially out there, but as far as I'd like to, represent Southgate County, to thank the ARP committee for the funding that they provided to the fire departments, to the water boards, both Tynan and Skidmore. So very, very much appreciated. Money well spent to good use to help our public.
Good, thank you. Absolutely. Is there anything further? Okay, moving on, we'll go back to agenda item number 11, public hearing pursuant to Texas Transportation Code, Chapter 253, entitled County Improvement of Subdivision Roads, Vernon's 2003, to consider placement of one no-through trucks, no turnaround sign, and 30-mile-per-hour speed limit sign from Houston Street to Hall Street in Tulita, Texas. I'd entertain, subpart A, open public hearing, 10 a.m. I'd entertain a motion to open the public hearing.
Move to open the public hearing at 10 a.m., sir.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Public hearing is open. The time is 10:02 a.m. Are there any members of the public who wish to address Commissioners Court at this time? Going once. Are there any members of the public who wish to address Commissioners Court on agenda item number 11 at this time? I know, I feel like I am. I'm having a hard time with that word today. It's been about the 10th time. Okay, well, if there's no other comments besides Commissioner Lenny's. No, she just did. She just did. I'd entertain subpart B of agenda item number 11 is closed public hearing. I'd entertain a motion to close.
I'll make a move to close the public hearing, Judge.
Second. All right, we're moving almost fast enough, but not quite. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
It is 10:02.
The time is still 10:02. We'll go slow. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Audible too, which is good. This is all an improvement. Try to say it slow. Motion passes without exception. The public hearing is closed. The time is 10:03 a.m. Adequate amount of time for people to, yes, very good. We have no executive session items on the agenda today, so we will move on to agenda item number 20, adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you all very much for your time and your presence. Everyone have a